Peace talks between leaders of Kuki and Meitei communities convened by Ministry of Home Affairs in New Delhi conclude this evening. Series of talks likely to continue. Alleged land dispute between Maram Naga village and surrounding Kuki villages escalates into violence. At least 2 Maram village leaders seriously injured after being allegedly assaulted by Kuki villagers. Security forces continue search operation with recovery of significant cache of arms and ammunition and arrest of members of various proscribed outfit in last 24 hours. Governor Ajay Kumar Balla inspects progress of various infrastructure works at National Sports University located in Cultural Infal West. Director of Printing and Stationery host one-day seminar on Manipur Gazette. Total of 40,648 Manipur Gazettes from the past 78 years digitized. And Mafut and IPF Director Ngangom Uttam stresses need for public awareness on how to respond to both expected and unexpected emergencies. Hello and welcome to Impact News, watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Today's peace talks between leaders of Kuki and Meitei communities convened by Ministry of Home Affairs in New Delhi ended around 5 p.m. According to a reliable source, common agenda of the talks included disarmament from both sides, reopening of national highways, economic packages for affected people from both communities, rehabilitation of the IDPs to their original homes, and involving the governor to ensure long-term development of the state. Series of talks are likely in the future. The dialogue, which began at 11 a.m., marks the second phase of discussion following an initial round led by MHA's Northeast Advisor P.K. Mishra and IB officials in Churchampur on March 11. The next day, Advisor A.K. Mishra met with representatives of the Amuko, Fox and Kokomi at Old Secretariat in Imphal. In the first meeting, the Meitei CSOs had emphasized that the center had failed to exercise iron hand, resulting in the failure of Home Minister, Union Home Minister Amit Shah's free movement directives. Amuko President Nando Luang, speaking to Impact News before the talks, stated that Meitei CSOs will support the dialogue only if it leads to a peaceful and inclusive resolution without threatening Manipur's territorial integrity. Kuki CSOs had earlier set preconditions including no cross-movement, dialogue initiation and a 6-month ceasefire. Following a lunch break, the afternoon session resumed around 3:40 p.m. According to Impact News, delegates from various Kuki civil society organizations participated in the peace talks convened by the Ministry of Home Affairs in New Delhi today. The Kuki delegates include Mar Inpui, President Reverend Rose Intrimet, Dr. David Burhilt, Jomi Council Chairman, and Bungshuang Nalwak, and Secretary Pauline Lian, Jo Kuki Jo Council Chairman, Heng Liang Thang, Kuki Inpi Manipur President Azang Khongsai, United Jau Organization President Thangzamang, and representative from the Kotu Kampopi. On the other hand, Coordinating Committee on Manipur's Integrity, Kokomi, has rejected the peace talk held today in New Delhi between representatives of the Meitei and Chin Kuki Mizo Jomi Mar communities, calling the meeting a political facet orchestrated by the MHA to mislead the public and parliament. Press statement from Kokomi clarified that it deliberately declined to participate in the meeting, asserting the meeting served only to support the Union Home Minister's narrative that Manipur crisis is a communal issue. Kokomi said the truth lies in the larger proxy war fueled by the government of India through the suspension of the Operation Sue with armed Chin Kuki groups since 2005. Calling the center an active party in the conflict, Kokomi accused it of protecting narco-terrorist groups and enabling separatist agendas like Jalliangaon. It listed 8 demands, including the 8 demands as preconditions for any genuine dialogue, which include enforcing rule of law across the state, neutralizing Sue-backed armed groups, abrogating the Sue agreement, restoring the free movement along highways, holding defiant militant groups accountable and acknowledging real causes of the conflict, including cross-border infiltration and narco-terrorism. Kokomi accused the center of weaponizing ethnic identities for counter-insurgency gains and geopolitical interests along the Indo-Myanmar frontier. It urged citizens and the global community to recognize the center's divisive strategy, reaffirming its stance for justice, peace, and Manipur's territorial integrity. Tensions flared today in the interior of the Gampopi district as an alleged land dispute between Maram Naga village and surrounding Kuki villages escalated into violence. 2 village leaders of Konsakul were seriously injured after reportedly being physically assaulted by the Kuki villagers. The victims have been identified as 60-year-old Emson Abomai, village chief of Konsakul, and 40-year-old Adam Diring Namai at the village chairman. Both were rushed at the RIMS hospital in Fall for treatment following the attack. The incident reportedly occurred around 12:15 p.m. as residents of Lailong Waifei and Faizang Kuki villages allegedly encroached into Konsakul territory, claiming it as their own land. Village leaders attempted to intervene, but they were reportedly abducted by the Kuki attackers. The abducted victims include Adam Diring Namai, village chairman, Emson Abonmai, village chief, Sihays Paramchandim, A.B. Widingbo, and Tihays Aloipu. All were reportedly assaulted before being taken to an undisclosed location. The attackers reportedly received direct support from the ASI Kamgin Waifei of Leimakong police station, sparking outrage among villagers. The Konsakun village authority alleges that the attack was pre-planned, citing a suspicious curfew notice served a day prior by police, allegedly cited by the Gampopi district magistrate. The villagers were warned to halt land work on report to the police station. Where they refused, citing financial losses, they were attacked the following day. Following the attack, security forces were deployed and the victims were evacuated till Leimakong Army headquarters before rushing them to RIMS hospital. Locals say tensions between Konsaram and the adjacent Kuki villages have been simmering, and the latest episode was a result of land ownership claims and territorial disputes.
Yum Sanaba, Yum Simba. Hoi, Faizanga, Akoi Consakul Marakta, between Hoi. Lam dispugnati isa is engine ako gilamne. Dispugnati. Sing sing mo isa gilamne. Thang chai di loi season nai makoi. Aigi sisi da moina kintinjin da bidi kintinjin bida gidi aisu pura gyan mangkre bhab ta de. Kamaina tawrak hibunu haisu khangdre. Aigi mathakta ningthawna tar lerame. Ami pangthurak buda adumane lerame.
Moi di kari haram di moi da haib ji jaga je khoi kuki gi lamni ga haram bar kari hai noi kai jum sabi aro ga haib ra
hoi yum sabi aro moi lamni hai ri akoi na haib ne aibu pure ni thobu pure adu de gi akoi na haib ne ning thau na haib ne kari urasu ahan ga wari sa se hai na haib ne ahan ga wari sa ga da mo thau ne te moi na pakhum pirai.
Meanwhile, Kokomi and Maram Naga Council to Imphal condemned the incident of abduction and attack on 5 villages, including the chief and chairman of Konsaram Tliangmai Naga village, by suspected Kuki villagers from Lailong Waifei and nearby areas. Maram Naga Council Vice Chairman Athon Gangmai visited the injured victims at RIMS Hospital and called the attack a deliberate attempt to incite communal unrest. Both organizations appealed for restraint and warned that continued provocation could worsen the situation.
Irang Sano Topiaba Monga, Smina Queen Nagagi, Maram Pari Sinasing, Kunjasing, that's Smina, Fujase, Romanaga, Sina, Yarin de Pinde, was a Sukumasi, Tobigano, I have say a quay, Cookies in Singa, a quay, Wapam the Tamzabani. And the Suama, Niraki talk, Malena Lowy, in a Kandra, Mother, a quay, Sukumasi talk and about Mukhan talk and about one in Gas of Vikravania to Sukumas handing hand a Togivasi, Mapama and the Gaman, Tata, and Kandabang and the Bakanguna, Masilaman Kumima, Wakanda Lagadi, a quick Marakasu, Sound of Topiava, Iran Topiava, Wapama labor in a Sigma Tabaka, we can have a say, hand in hand in a book, now so high crying a situation, hiding Wapamasini.
At least 10 houses were set ablaze by suspected armed Kuki groups in Kazanga village inhabited by Maram Naga people under Saikul subdivision of Kampupi district. As per local sources, the arson occurred around 3 p.m. on April 3. Reports say 30 to 40 armed individuals from Valpabung Kuki villages stormed the village and set the houses on fire. Exact motive behind the attack remains unclear. The fire caused significant damage with houses reduced to ashes. Following the incident, a fire was lodged by the chief of Tumiyon Kulent at Kampopi police station demanding action against the perpetrators from Balpabung Kuki village. Security forces recovered a significant cache of arms and ammunition during search operation at Laisoi Hill areas under Kabulamja police station, Bishnupur district yesterday. Recovered items include one SLR rifle with empty magazine, one Kerbal machine gun with empty magazine, 1.303 rifle with empty magazine, one double barrel gun, 8 rounds of 5.56 mm live ammunition, 4 rounds of 70 mm live ammunition, 1 bulletproof helmet, 5 soft-nosed tear gas shells, 1 tear smoke grenade, 2 number 80 grenades, 2 bulletproof plates, 2 bulletproof jackets, 2 Baofeng radio set with 1 charger, a camouflage paint and 1 camouflage pea cap, 2 plastic sack, a gunny bag and a polythene bag used for concealing the items. Manipur police has rescued one Laitunzam Dilip, age 47 of Patsoi Part 4 in Far West, who was abducted from his residence by unidentified individuals in a white bolero. Acting swiftly on a tip-off, the police launched a cordon and search operation at Nambol Phasing under Nambol Police Station, Bishnupur district. During the search operation, 2 accused cadets of the Pambait-led UNLF cadets from the house of one Kundrakpam in Outont of Nambol Phasing Awang Laikai. According to police report, arrest cadets are 30 years old Kundrakpam Rakesh alias Tomba and 25 years old Kundrakpam Charlist, both from Nambol Phasing Awang Laikai. 1 white bolero used in the abduction, 3 mobile handset, 1 wallet with rupees 4,500 and 1 voter ID card were seized from them. In the last 24 hours, security forces also arrested 2 suspected cadets of KCP PWZ from different locations. According to police report, 42-year-old Ahom Sangbam Naubi, allegedly involved in extortion activities from general public of KANGUJAM area, was arrested from KANGUJAM Cable Jing. 1 M20 pistol with a magazine, 4 live rounds with several incriminating items and a 2-wheeler were seized from him. While security forces arrested 42-year-old Maibam Tomba alias Luya from Tenthakunzao, Thobal district, currently residing at Kurai Kongpal Laisham Laikai under Borompot police station from the same locality. 1 9mm pistol, 6 live round and other incriminating items were seized from his possession. Governor Ajay Kumar Ballard today inspected the progress of the various infrastructure works at the National Sports University located in Kautruk in Far West. After the inspector, The governor chaired a meeting with Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports Joint Secretary, Vice Chancellor of the University, Imphal West DC and other officials involved in the university building process. The meeting reviewed the status of the university's power and water supply and conditions of roadways. Officials from NBCC India Limited, the executing agency, briefed the governor on the current progress and pending works, noting timelines for completion. During the visit, Governor Bala interacted with university students on key topics related to academic development, infrastructure growth, and career opportunities. Social worker Mohammad Jakir Ahmed from Tuwabagai constituency criticizes the BJP-led government Waqf Board Amendment Bill 2025, calling it a threat to religious freedom and attempt to push a one nation, one religion agenda. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, he said the bill could harm the rights of the Muslim community and accused the BJP of using religion for political gain. He also opposed former Chief Minister Ann Biren's support of the bill, stating it ignores the concern of Manipur's large Muslim population and demanded restriction of his statement on acts supporting the bill.
Totally, this is injustice. We cannot accept the bill. It's totally against the right to religious freedom. Articles 25, 26, 27, 28 of Indian Constitution. And tell me one thing. There are so many Mandir boards like Ram Mandir Board, Tirupati Board, HAB, which is Hindus Endowment Board, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Bajrang Dal. There are so many boards. In those boards, Muslim also include as a committee member. Not possible, right? Impossible. But why you are trying to include non-Muslims in the Muslim board? How is it possible? Narendra Modi ji, I think you are trying to create another communal tension in India. You are trying to create another 2002 Gujarat riot.
All Manipur Muslim Student Organization (MSO) in a press statement condemns passing of the Waqf Amendment Bill 2025 in the Parliament and demands withdrawal of the bill. Kangleipat Minority Welfare Organization KMWO Manipur also demands repeal of the bill. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the one-day seminar on Manipur Gazette organized by Directorate of Printing and Stationery. Keep watching Impact News.
This World Health Day, prioritize your health with CJ Hospitals. Join our free ENT camp from April 7 to 12 at CJ Urban OPD Kisampat. Consult expert ENT specialists from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Get 15% discount on investigations and 10% on procedures. For more information, call 9362-808-231.
Is your child ready for a future of excellence? At UNACO School, we empower young minds with a perfect blend of world-class academics, integrated need and G preparation, and personalized study plans, unlocking every child's true potential. Our holistic approach to education, state-of-the-art amenities, and a safe, nurturing environment prepare students for a brighter tomorrow. From Khongman to Channung, Maitram, and beyond, we combine technology, care, and innovation to shape future-ready leaders. Admissions for 2025 to 26 are now open. Secure your child's future today at UNACO School.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Directorate of Printing and Stationery hosted a one-day seminar on Manipur Gazette today at Hotel Classic Randi. Speaking on the occasion, Printing and Stationery Assistant Director T.H. Binod Kumar revealed that 40,648 Manipur Gazette for the past 78 years have been digitized. He emphasized the importance of gazettes and its uses, pointing out that Manipur Gazette is the state legal document and the printing department issues the Manipur Gazette in two tiers, which is the Ordinary Gazette and Extraordinary Gazette. Ordinary Gazette is published on a weekly basis and Extraordinary Gazette is issued on extraordinary times. Legal records, public notification and enforcement of law, among others, are published on the Manipur Gazette as documents. The Directorate of Printing and Stationery has taken up the digitization process and have successfully digitized gazettes starting from the year 1947. Among these, 7,484 weekly gazettes and 33,164 extraordinary gazettes, altogether 2,38,172 gazettes had been digitized. He reiterated that general public and research scholars may avail this information which are in the public domain. During the technical session of the seminar, head of the Manipur University Law Department, Professor Yumnam Premchand, DMT University Political Science Department faculty, Dr. Rambam Noni, and several other experts gave valuable insight on the Manipur Gazette.
Application ama mukseme e-gazette on thong na bago adu e-gazette se government ki final approval wat pada ki and process ta dai yaraga di id athuba matam na ko e-gazette tamu sai ki printing ta ba physical again digital to ko monta e-gazette on thorpa adagi e-gazette on thok tar da di subscription na tra officer sing da mai ki email da thana ko honor ba aduki process ta thought process samadi leje we are working on it
adong ase koina gazette gi importance pijaning edi kana go machine now len equation gi moida lem allotment already thoba allotment na masana paisal laga lamination tor thamaba gazette phongau draba hojina gazette thila kana gazette phong dam na moi gi lam allotment se moida pan me roi da gi problem ngom se ko thengnare aduna masi achobe issue mo ire singo mayam se kitang mayam de awareness to we agadra ina khanjar ga ji gazette is legal document ne ba koina thoi ba order na traga notification se court re orga di gazette oina piro haira ne ba aduna masi gazette gi importance me am da kitang awareness se pijaning ba adu
During the inaugurant event of Team Rescue Manipur at BYO Community Hall, Kundrapur Makalagai today, Mahut and IPA Director Ngangom Uttam emphasized that people must understand how to respond to both expected and unexpected emergencies. He noted that while rescue operations are often overlooked, awareness can help prevent unnecessary loss of lives. The event also featured a live demonstration by members of Rescue Team Manipur showcasing rescue techniques. Present at the program were Coco Federation of India Vice President Wangkaimayum Bihari and Rescue Team Chief Coordinator Kangemam Oshikumar. Director Uttam stressed the need for training and preparedness, saying that knowing how to act during a crisis can make a crucial difference. Oriental College Student Union hosted an inter-college debate on the topic "Social Media is doing more harm than good for students" at the college conference hall today. Several students participated. College Principal Dr. S. Ranjit highlighted the importance of such events in developing student talents. College Controller of the Examination Dr. S. Nabadev and Oriental College Teachers Association Vice President and Lokendro attended the event. Prizes of the college's 60th annual sports meet were distributed on the occasion. Central Agricultural University launched its annual calendar and Kishan Diary at its Lamphel headquarters today. CAU Vice Chancellor Dr. Anupam Mishra, Directors of Agriculture, Horticulture and Soil Conservation, Veterinary and other officials attended the event. Director of CAU, Directorate of Extension Education Professor P.H. Ranjit Sharma says the Kishan Diary offers practical guidance for farmers in agriculture, horticulture and veterinary sector.
Pongjaba diary ni loini yaure yamba article khoigi veterinary ki section do oiro adagi horticulture ki section da bu oiro agriculture ki section da bu oiro loina ma khoina collection tawraga hairiba diary asi sahi kuding samjabani hagasi phongjariba diary amachu calendar asi amayam gi lo siubagi amachu allied sector da kanaba piba ngamgani haibasi khoga che pathajabani hena mapung oiba phajaba wakhalonda amkai hena puthopa ngamba khoi oijage hariba calendar amadi haibe kisan diary sida contribute to birikliba khoi punamapu scientists amadi khoi faculty members punamapu Central Agriculture University Directorate of Extension Education ki taraf taki haningai laitana thagachari
Week-long training program on promoting scientific beekeeping for livelihood security kick off today at CAU Imphal today. The program is being organized under the aegis of the All India Coordinated Research Project (ICAR) Indian Agricultural Research Institute, New Delhi, by AICRP on honeybees and pollinators, CAU Imphal, as part of Northeast Hills program. Dean of CAU Imphal Director of Instruction, Professor Indira Sarangtem, said 30 individuals from various parts of the state will be trained on scientific way of beekeeping. Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage, Manipur Chapter, and Rongmei Literature Society jointly observed International Mother's Language Day at JN Manipur Dance Academy today. The event was held on the theme Intangible Cultural Heritage, Folklore and Oral Tradition of the Indigenous Rongmei Community of Manipur. Taking part in the event, Saiti Academy awardee Sarat Chandra Thia drew the attention of the state government to formulate a language policy to preserve and protect the indigenous languages of Manipur. He stressed that there is need to weed out foreign elements from the indigenous languages. Retired professor of Manipur University Department of History, Naram Joykumar, emphasized the importance of valuing one's native language over dominant ones. A recorded message from former Chief Minister and Biren played during the event praised the organizers and encouraged the youth to uphold their cultural heritage.
Policy amadi yamna mathau tae aikhoida sports policy cultural policy mayam aikhoi thambasi manungda language policy ma Manipur sarkar na thamba mathau tae loan to ka nappaga chaliba hoji opening song da sayo sei da sakhibi sei do madu akoi gi rongmei gi loan ni loan to ka isai do ga tu na saminari ni sin sing mayam si archives da museum da loina kramaina thamgra haibi gi mayam si sab chana thamangam na ba khwai da gi maru pai di loan hingna ba adu in danger is voidana ba extinct ai di mut khidana ba aikuna khwai da gi maru ba tawda ya da thabam haragadi language policy mai khoi thamatangai phade.
Manipuri feature film Yahoting Bukoimu Blossom of Love received Best Feature Film Award, among other honors, at the Bharat Independent Cinema Film Festival 2025, Season 9. In the film festival hosted by Cinecraft Film Works Association Mumbai and Film Festival Junction, Dr. R.K. Nayasna received award for Best Story, Rakesh Naram of Best Director, Itway Oinam for Best Active Female, Ratna Ketrimiu for Best Supporting Active Female, and Nauboy Huidrom for Best Male Playback Singer. The Manipur feature film, directed by Rakesh Naram, was released on January 9 at Manipur State Film Development Society Auditorium. The Manipuri feature film, with Central Board of Film Certificate, is presented by J.D. Memorial Foundation under Epoch Films Production, Manipur. Now the sports news. In the first MNCA Women's Under-23 one-day cricket tournament, PCC Mayakoibi defeated PTRC Patsoi Part 4 by 50 runs at Sedo Ground, Kongba today. PCC scored 113 runs in 28 overs. In reply, PTRC were bowled out for 63 runs in 17 overs. Heist Lingzel to out PCC with 13 runs and 5 wickets was named player of the match. At Thao Ground, Thao Thamaiban beat Aksdo Kangabok by 7 wickets. Aksdo posted 74 runs while Thao chased it in 15 overs. Kriti Moirangthemt, who took 2 wickets and scored 25 runs, won player of the match. Tomorrow, Force Ketragaon will face Shedo Thamaiban at Sedo Ground, and YPHUC Lalambont will face Al Amin Lilong at Thao Ground. Four league matches of the ongoing second MNCA Men's Under-23 Habombir Mangon Singh Memorial Trophy were played today at different venues. at Model Higher Secondary School and Orientation College ground, Race Khwai Nagamapal defeated KSDO Kiamgay by 8 wickets, and Manglemba back man of the match for his 4 wickets and 30 runs. At Khudaiman Public Ground, Tauthong, Chem Khagambali beat Shadows Tamaibut by 5 wickets. Abzal Khan won man of the match for scoring 3 wickets and 38 runs. At Public Ground Kangabok Cherapur, AMCA Thabal H passed YPHUC Lalambo by 1 wicket. Mohammad Yakin, who took 4 wickets and 13 runs, back man of the match. And at Lyrenzam Public Ground, PTC Sipatsoi Patri won against Model Club Chingamaka by 20 runs. Dominic Moirangthem, who contributed 30 runs and took 2 wickets, were declared man of the match. 4 league matches will be played on April 7. In the ongoing second Kondram Ongbi Hizamema Devi Memorial 320 Veteran Cricket Tournament today, TCMDC Tongju defeated BKCC Bamon Kampu by 9 wickets at Langtabal Public Ground. Batting first, BKCC were bowled out for 97th in 18 overs and 2 bowled. Mohammad Riyawuddin scored 26 runs, while CH Jitent of TCMDC claimed 5 wickets. In reply, TCMDC chased down the target in 11 overs and 5 bowled, with O. Gushananda scored 46 runs. CH Jitent were declared man of the match for his 5 wickets haul. 2 matches will be played tomorrow. Silver medalist in the 5,000 meter race walk in the recent National PZI Transplant Games 2025. Purkambam Anand arrived today at the Imphal International Airport. All Manipur Kidney Transplant Patient Welfare Association accorded warm welcome to Purkambam Anand upon his arrival. Members of Selin Digital, Tamnapopi Youth Workers Club volunteers were also present at the occasion. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Peace talks between leaders of Kuki and Meitei communities convened by Ministry of Home Affairs in New Delhi conclude this evening. Series of talks likely to continue. Alleged land dispute between Maram Naga village and surrounding Kuki villages escalate into violence. At least 2 Maram village leaders seriously injured after being allegedly assaulted by Kuki villagers. Security forces continue such operation with recovery of significant cache of arms and ammunition and arrest of members of various proscribed outfits in the last 24 hours. Governor Ajay Kumar Bala inspects progress of various infrastructure works at National Sports University located in Kokra in Park West. Directorate of Printing and Stationery hosts a 1-day seminar on the Manipur Gazette. Total of 40,648 Manipur Gazette from the past 78 years digitized. And Mahut and IPF Director Ngangam Uttam stresses need for public awareness on how to respond to both expected and unexpected emergencies. That's all we have to this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.